It's LA's 97.1 Amp Radio. It's McCabe, and today is a historic day. We have singer, songwriter, and the best dressed for the first time, Max, here at Amp Radio. How are you?
I'm delighted. I'm great. How are you guys?
I am good. I mean, I don't normally ask what you're wearing, but let's just get right into it. What is this suit?
Delighted by the question. Yeah, my whole new theme for this new record is yellow. I was in such a dark time for the last year, and coming out of it, it's all about this electrifying new bright 2019. So let's do it. So it's an all yellow suit. My wife picked it out, and I got some shiny shoes on, and just trying to live the best life.
Like a Dick Tracy vibe.
I'll take that. I haven't gotten that yet, but Dick Tracy's great.
It's a good suit. So far, 2019. How is life? How is the wife? How is writing music?
It's fantastic, man. Yeah, I couldn't talk for 4 months, and coming into this new year, being able to speak again, sing again, communicate with people, and just finding my joy again has been so incredible. It's kind of trauma sometimes, I think, brings the best out of us, and when you don't think you're going to be able to get out of it, and looking back and realizing that I did get out of it is somehow the greatest source of that joy.
I remember being at an award show, and I met you for the first time, and your wife Emily, and I actually interviewed her.
You interviewed her.
We were together, but
exactly.
you could not speak at the time.
Exactly.
But everything is good now. I mean,
I'm good, man. Yeah, feeling great, and just it's like a lot of people don't realize it happens to a lot of artists. I had the same surgeon for me did Adele and Justin Timberlake and all these people, and we're voice athletes, just like a basketball player would sprain their leg or tear their Achilles. So you just got to get back and be better than ever.
Well, welcome back. And you've been writing now your sophomore album.
Yes,
what did you want to do differently on this record, in this album?
I wanted to dive deeper. I just wanted to be more transparent. I wanted to make sure that every song definitely had a story. It couldn't just be a record that sounded great, because there's so many incredible artists out there. And so sonically, I took some more risks. I got in most of the record I do with my friends Ahmad and Roger, who are amazing. Roger just did like Sicko Mode for Travis Scott, and just like so many incredible records. And I think as like a soul pop artist, to kind of change the vibe of the full record to really reflecting these production styles, it's been really exciting to find that middle ground with them, and also reflect the stories that are about finding my voice again, and like being happy to be alive again, and all those things.
Is this really, so it is a personal record through and through?
Oh, yeah.
Each song is something that's a part of you and your life and your relationship.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I've done probably 100 demos for the record, and I'm still not done with it fully, because every time I don't want it to be just good songs. It has to be the best that I could give to the fans and people that are listening, and that definitely requires to make sure that the song feels great, but that the story behind it means just as much.
Well, let's talk about Love Me Less. We were just talking about it earlier. So yeah, how did the song come about? It was you and your relationship.
Yeah. I just came off of promoting Lights Down Low for so long, which I wrote for my wife, and I proposed to her with it, and it was funny because while that song was sort of coming up, we were just starting our relationship. The song came out right when we got married.
Wow.
And so for the first 2 years of our marriage, I'm promoting this song that I wrote for her, and ironically, we're going through our marriage stuff. We're starting to have those little fights and figure out how much time we spend with my parents versus hers, and all the things that you find in a relationship. And I think this record came out of after that honeymoon phase really set off, and finding, oh wow, well, there's little weird things about me I'm sure you want me to evolve from, and same to you, and I hope that all I could think was like, this is my person, and I hope that she doesn't fall out of love with me because she finds out these things about me. And luckily she hasn't, which is tight. But it's so important to encourage and love people more for what others might think are their flaws.
And what's sort of like her reaction to this? I mean, when you put you guys' relationship out there and write about it in like a loving way, I mean, she has to be just on top of the world.
You know what's funny? I'll meet sometimes. I write a lot of my stuff with other people. I love co-writing songs, and she'll tell me. She'll be like, you told that person that we had like a scared pregnancy? Like, right. This was the first day you met them and you wrote a song about it? And she's like, luckily really cool about it. But it took her a while to get used to that. When you're writing a song with other songwriters, if you don't share that information right off the bat, you're not going to write something special.
Right.
It's this therapy session of just assuming that, all right, we all don't know each other, but this has to be a real thing. So like, I'm just going to tell you straight up whatever just happened in my life.
And I love how personal it is. You said, so you proposed with Lights Down Low.
I did.
I mean,
yeah.
you are setting the bar for the rest of us for proposals. If you're setting it up there, if you're proposing with your own song, I mean, let's just talk about Lights Down Low and how crazy that song was and took off, just a big hit for you. Did you expect that when writing it? And as that journey kind of went along, I mean, what was going on in your head?
What was so special about it was that it wasn't something that I was trying to have the quote-unquote hit from. I wanted to write something special for her that I went into it wanting to propose to her with a song. I just felt like we always joked about a harp player waking us up every morning with like chocolates in our pillows, and I knew I wanted to write a song that I could sing with a harp player and propose to her with one day. Mm-hmm. Like I just knew it when I met her, and so I did that with the song. And what was really cool about it is that it never gets old to sing. I can't imagine having a song that most people only know your song for and hating that. And I know artists that do. So luckily it came from a real place, and it's wonderful that people make it their wedding songs and that they care about it now. It never gets old for it to be special to people in that way.
It's a beautiful song, and I love you guys' relationship, because when we were talking last time and you just had to sit and listen, Emily, she brought up a story, and I don't know if it was true or not, but she said when you guys would go back to like your tour bus, you would hand everyone like bananas.
Oh, yeah.
Was that a
my
thing?
Gosh.
It was like a banana. You would hand bananas?
I do these. I love doing like secret events for fans, and I love no matter how big the shows get, the things that end up being the most special are when I can do that meet and greet with just like 5 people, or we can do an intimate show for 30 people. And for me, I think I'm always just trying to please more, so I'm like, I can't just meet them like, we got bananas in the green room, so let's start giving these bananas. Like, we got 6 extra bananas. And then it became a random thing. I just started like making sure that because if those 6 people got those bananas, everyone's like, where's my banana? So on that
I
tour,
almost stopped at Ralph's to get bananas,
literally,
just for that.
If we didn't have bananas for everyone on the bus, my tour manager would go to a grocery store and get bananas.
Same.
So I guess it's just a random little thing that starts to happen. And
okay, so we can expect some more bananas as well.
Keep that potassium going. Live your best life. Just stay healthy.
Well, now that you're back in it, I mean, you're playing. You have some shows coming up. You're playing the Firefly Festival.
I am, as
well. But what can we expect for a tour 2019? Are you going to take over the world?
Doing my best, baby. Little tiny man, big world. I'm excited because I'm going to be doing throughout the summer a lot of these like secret small events that we're starting to do, like that we're putting up just 30 to 100 people, and then I'm doing a bigger tour in the fall and the spring. But full record, I think, is coming out in August. So
with that, do we pay attention to your Instagram?
All those
it's going to be like pop up in Hollywood somewhere and.
Exactly, yeah, or just like a random location. It's fun. I love that kind of stuff.
No, it's cool. I want to know how we figure it out, so I stay on top of it.
Yeah. Check out the socials at Max Music, not Max Hell's Kitchen anymore, because people thought I was a chef. So now it's at Max Music.
I thought that as well.
You did, right?
Yeah.
Someone asked me earlier, like, why'd you change your username? I was like, I was at this flea market, and this dude asked me for my handle, and he was like, oh man, what do you cook? And I was like, hot yammies. I mean, what do I say to that? No, but so that's where you can check out the secret events.
And when do those start? When should we start paying attention?
We just started next week. We already got those going, but I'm gonna have some more in July. So those will be coming out soon. Get them quick.
Okay, we'll be looking for those. Can you cook? I mean, can you cook? Are you a chef? Do you cook for your lady? I can cook
breakfast very well, but otherwise, no, not very well. I think I gave my wife food poisoning one time trying to cook some steak. Haven't done it since.
That's a good time to call it quits at that point.
That's probably a good time. Yeah. But she appreciated that I tried, but I'm like a pretty hot mess of a human, but I'm always trying to figure out if I can can I make a nice chicken or something, a nice dish? So do you cook it all?
I do not. So I'm the same. Like I can make probably some good eggs and breakfast
and solid avocado toast.
Yeah,
whatever.
Cut up some bananas, be good to go.
Just give just the banana, whatever.
I mean, it's something we will work on. So the next time you come by, we can have like a dish.
I'd love that.
That we can kind of coordinate
a nice
together.
Tilapia with just a little lemon zest.
I love this.
Please send us recipes.
All right, pop-up shows this summer are starting next week. Tour after that, and the album is done.
It's almost done. I feel like I'm realizing as I talk to more artist friends, like you just have to at a certain point just say it's done, Because I keep writing new songs.
Like that last song or few songs where you're like, man, I don't know if it should be on it or I really want it on it.
I guess crazy things keep happening. I'm like, I got to put this in the song for this record. It's got to keep being this, and so we'll see. It's almost done though, but yeah, it's definitely going to come out in August. So I'm excited for that.
Well, we appreciate you stopping by 97.1 Amp Radio. Yellow is the color.
Yellow, baby.
I love it. We'll look for the album in August on tour, and thank you, Max, for stopping by 97.1 Amp Radio.
Amp Slay.